What the fuck was that? I just, like, come on, y'all. What are we doing? What are we doing? Really? I mean, I just can't believe this. This is the script that James Gunn was talking about that was really good. Who the fuck wrote this shit? Ana Nogueira. Ana Nogueira. This is who wrote this movie. Bro, this is the movie out. This is the movie we're doing. It should be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. We should have a Wonder Woman project like right now. If this keeps on getting this bad, I don't really trust James Gunn to handle this shit properly, bro. I don't really want him directing Man of Tomorrow, to be honest with you. I wanted somebody else to do it because you know how I feel about that movie. I thought the power scaling was terrible. I thought the story was okay. Now that I've watched it several times over and over again, I really don't care for this movie. It's too cartoony. It's goofy. Even down to the kaiju, a big fat ass monster and shit. Man, I don't know, man. And this is the thing. The set design and the fucking and the characters and everything, all the aliens, it just looks generic and lazy. It all looks generic and lazy. It looks like Guardians of the Galaxy, like they shot this shit on a Guardians of the Galaxy set, and tried to mix like some Star Wars type of like aesthetic into it or something, and it looks lazy and boring, and the comic looks so much more better. It looks more vibrant and beautiful and everything. I'm like, why didn't y'all use this design? And that brings me down to the villain. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? You know what he does the whole entire movie? And he's fucking lame as shit. What are all these piercings and shit he has on his face? What, he looks like a fucking 80s pop, like punk rocker or something. What the fuck? Why did you change up his whole entire design from the comics? I don't understand. I don't understand the thought processes with these people. Who is allowing this shit? It is terrible. This is why I said, I've been hearing it before, like YouTubers like, what's his name, Warstu, and shout out to Warstu, I watch you sometimes. John Campea, I watched John Campea. They all been saying James Gunn needs to work he needs to be a fucking studio head and stop trying to direct everything. And I don't really even trust him to fucking do this shit right, because I barely like Superman. I'm like right here with liking Superman. I'm like, here's the hate bar, and then here's where I am. I'm like almost there of hating this fucking movie. And Man of Tomorrow better do something good. And that's another thing too. I saw the suits with Man of Tomorrow. It looks a little bit better, but I still don't like the suit. It's tighter. I guess he looks a little bit better in the suit, but get those fucking big ass, those draws. Take that, get rid of that shit. Sometimes, you know, some things don't translate well to the big screen. You know, I liked, you know, Brandon Routh's Superman costume and Superman Returns. That looked okay, but I still don't like those trunks. I don't think it fits well in a modern day Superman. Take them off. Pause. But get rid of those trunks. It's just this, and then the fight scenes in this movie, man, the power scaling and everything, like I said before, it's terrible. It's just, what is going on? Do they not understand how powerful Supergirl should be, even in a red sun? Like, she should be able to, like, arrows can pierce her, you know, knives can pierce her, but when she's hitting people, it's just, it's weak. This shit is weak. Even when she's in her fucking, when she's under a yellow sun, they constantly are using kryptonite. Where the fuck did Krim get kryptonite? Oh, like, he said something like, I made this little concoction for you, specifically for you. I'm jumping all over the place. So if you haven't seen the movie, I'm spoiling the fuck out of it. It is what it is. I cannot believe how bad this shit was. There was a point I was about to make earlier, but I forgot. Lobo, fucking Lobo. Let me talk about him. He's honestly the best part of this movie. Jason Momoa amazing as Lobo. He looks absolutely amazing as Lobo. And they do this little effect with his eyes. When he gets like serious or gets like happy or something like that, his eyes like even glow even more red. I was like, that's fucking cool. I like that. That's the only thing I really care about in this movie. And that's another thing too that pissed me off about his character. He gets captured, right, by the fucking brigands. And he's sitting in a jail cell. They mention that the jail cell is spiked with like poison or something like that. But do they not understand how strong Lobo is? Lobo is capable of keeping up in a fight with Superman. In this movie, you don't even fucking believe he's that strong. You just think he's like maybe a little bit stronger than a super soldier based off what they showed us in this movie. And that's his bike. He yanks it by the chain and it comes to him. The versions I've seen of Lobo, he's always like he on command, he can make it come to him. With fight scenes suck. His fight scenes and his strength, the display of his strength was not represented well in this movie. The director, where is the imagination? There is no imagination in this movie. It's lazy. This movie is lazy. It's fucking lazy. Down to the fucking character design with the aliens, the set pieces, why are we hearing fucking 80s music, Earth music in an alien bar? What is going on? Who allowed this shit? They just think people are fucking stupid or just gonna accept this shit. It's ridiculous. It's honestly insulting. Really. Like, bruh, you don't think people are not gonna pay attention to this shit? What is wrong with you? Look, I'm trying to keep from getting vulgar. But what is wrong with you niggas? What is wrong with y'all? This is aggravating. Because I have faith in this universe. I really do. The castings are really good. That's it. From what I've seen so far, the castings are good. For what I'm seeing, the display of the stories and the display of power and the suits. The suits look terrible. I just seen that's another thing too. I just seen the Lanterns trailer or wherever the fuck that is. Yeah, the trailer. Bro, this nigga, don't tell me this man, Hal Jordan hangs his Green Lantern suit up in a closet. I should have listened to Snarky J and not even waste my money to go see this movie. I should have waited till it came on demand. Or like should have went on stream, honestly. Yeah, the Lanterns, I'm gonna watch the first episode, but the suits and the power, the display of like the power and everything just looks awful. I don't like this Western shit they're doing, this fucking Mad Max shit they're doing with Supergirl and Lanterns. I want to see something like I want to see a Space Odyssey with these characters, man. I don't want to see Earthbound shit. I don't want to see that. And if you are gonna do Earthbound, make it look more interesting or something. There's no fucking imagination with this shit, and it just looks dull. And that's one thing that pissed me off with the Lanterns trailer is just where is the green ore whenever he uses that ring? Where, like, and then when they fly off, they look like they're on ropes and shit. That was another thing that was in Supergirl when she flies around like she's on ropes. It's just pathetic, man. All this money, all these millions of dollars y'all got, y'all just lazy with this shit, bro. Don't give a fuck. And if you give a fuck, y'all just got terrible ideas. But we're gonna watch this Critical Drinker. He's gonna break it down for me a little bit. Critical Drinker's that guy. Make sure you get over here and subscribe to Critical Drinkers, bro. He's some good shit.
You know, I once drank a shot glass full of chili sauce for a bet on a night out, and the resulting explosive ejection of liquid fire from my body the next morning was enough to have me praying to the gods of chaos themselves, anything to release me from the torment. But you know what? That was still more fun than watching Supergirl, partly because I won the bet, so at least I made some money out of it, but mostly because at least it was over quickly. Supergirl, on the other hand, stretched out into almost 2 hours of action. misery and boredom, and by golly, do you feel it.
You do.
I was going to say you feel it by the end, but who am I kidding? I was feeling it after like 20 minutes.
I hate this. It is revolting.
Supergirl is everything we all
sharing spoons with the dog and
more,
shit.
So much more. A cringy, cliched, tedious mess of dull, lifeless action scenes that we've seen a million times before.
Yes, bro. Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. That's a terrible shot. And they put that in the trailer, too. That's fucked up. She aged about 40 years right there. That's crazy. I cannot believe they did that girl like that. And she's not an ugly girl, too. They try to make it so much she's ugly, but she's not. But that right there, it looked like she's in that. You know those pilot, the G-Force trainings? That's what she looked like. She like she aged about 50 years.
Fucking face, man.
Yeah.
One-dimensional characters with nothing even resembling arcs. The kind of safe, edgy humor that's become the hallmark of these factory-produced superhero flicks. All the usual played-out James Gunnisms that ran their course like half a decade ago.
Yes.
Cinematography that looks like someone smeared the results of my chili sauce.
It's so dull and lazy.
All over the camera lens, and a protagonist who's about as likable and empathetic as a British politician. In short, Supergirl is a fucking disaster. The wrong movie at the wrong time, based on the wrong source material, made by the wrong people, and starring the wrong actor.
And who is Krem? Why in the comic he's explained so much better. Why do we care about this character in the movie? He's a dickhead. He's a fucking rapist and a murderer. Like, what was the point of this guy? All these piercings and shit. What is that? Why did they change it all up? It's man, the decision making process.
We'll talk more about that.
There she is. There's the fucking writer right there, and she's supposed to be writing Wonder Woman. Oh my God, we about to get a fucking 1984 issue again.
Believe that. Anyway, fuck
Jesus.
it, let's just do the plot. So a series of flashbacks explain how Kara's father separated a chunk of Krypton called Argo City from the rest of the planet when it got destroyed. But oh no, it also released kryptonite or something.
Into the soil or something like that?
Of radiation poisoning, so her parents sent her and her dog Krypto off to Earth to meet up with Clark. But she's like, nah, I'm too cool for you, and spends most of her time dicking around on planets with red suns so that she can get drunk and party and look
like this in like the outback of Australia somewhere, like in the deserts. This is supposed to be like an alien planet. Like, why can't it be like in some fucking aliens like vibrant city or something? And all the ships, Kara's ship looks like a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy ship, Star-Lord's Milano or something.
The kind of girl you'd find passed out in a pool of her own vomit round the back of a nightclub on a Sunday morning. Wow, what an inspirational character. Can't wait to see more of this. So we pick up with Kara celebrating her 23rd birthday by, you guessed it, getting drunk and partying.
Yeah, and a disco ball in an alien club. This is...
Ruthie, who's out to kill some dickhead named Krem in revenge for murdering her family, but Kara's like, nah, it'll be fine. But it turns out it won't be fine when Krem himself shows up and steals Kara's ship and shoots Krypto with a poison dart that'll kill him in 3 days if he doesn't get an antidote. Wow, that was lucky, wasn't it? Lucky the antagonist of the movie just happens to show up right after he's been mentioned. Lucky that he shoots Krypto with a slow-acting poison instead of just vaporizing him or something. Lucky this all creates the perfect setup for our reluctant hero to join forces with a young, strong female character. Right. Anyway, so off they go to track down Krem and his gang of Mad Max rejects, and then Lobo shows up for like 5 minutes to give Jason Momoa something to do. Then they accidentally get an innocent family killed, and Kara gets...
And that's he's the best part of the movie, but like I said before, he's so mishandled. He's so mishandled at the same time.
From the green sun on this planet, but then she gets better and there's a big fight where she stops Ruthie from killing Krem because revenge is bad or something.
Yeah,
but then she kills him anyway.
And she contradicts herself at the fucking end of the movie. Like a motherfucker.
She's not your typical superhero, and then she saves Krypto and goes back to Earth because she's decided it's finally worth her attention. And that's it. That's the plot for Supergirl.
Oh, bullshit! All of it!
Now, I'd be lying if I said I went into this movie expecting great things from it, but I've got to admit, I was surprised. And the thing that surprised me most was how fucking shit the writing was.
Yeah.
I mean, the dialogue is exactly what you'd expect from something like this. The usual mix of trite one-liners, desperate attempts at edginess, the kind of cringe meta-humor that can only come from millennial Hollywood writers,
it looks
and
like
of course
Guardians,
those
bro.
wacky Marvel quips. That's all par for the course in 2026, but it's the story that really lets this movie down. The plot is nothing but a series of and-then coincidences, all strung together with the most flimsy justifications. The characters themselves are just along for the ride. Major events take place and people show up for no other reason than to make the rest of the plot happen. Kara gets sick and weak when she's exposed to a green sun in the second act low point, but then she just gets better when a yellow sun helpfully comes out.
Just comes out of nowhere.
Trial she has to go through, no lessons.
Laying in the cave, just laying in the cave, and all of a sudden the yellow sun comes out of nowhere, and then she's good to go. And then she somehow, I don't remember, how did the Supergirl suit get there? Did Ruthie? Did she bring it there to her? Man.
Learned, no difficult choices to make. The plot says that it's time for the big final battle, so it happens. Lobo shows up out of nowhere for like 5 minutes because he looks cool and the script needed some fan service and everyone likes Jason Momoa. And he does exactly what he always does, plays Jason Momoa. Honestly though, you could cut him right out of this movie and everything would play out exactly the same. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that the bulk of his scenes were added in post-production. Krem is just a generic bad guy who does bad stuff because fuck it, who even cares? He's just there to give the rest of the characters something to do. There's no real substance to him, no big overarching plan or hidden justification for what he's doing. He's just a space pirate crossed with Mad Max. His death means nothing.
He's able to catch a tank.
Either. Jesus, who wrote this shit? Oh yeah, Anna Nogueira, a former TV actress whose writing credits amount to...
Get her out of here, bro.
Fuck all. I mean, literally, the only thing I could find about her was We Win, a micro-budget short film from 8 years ago about a couple's relationship that unravels during a game of...
And you pick her to write Supergirl and Wonder Woman. Just because this script is amazing. This is what James Gunn said. I don't believe you no more, James. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You have to show us. I don't believe this nigga no more, bro. Why would I believe a nigga that fucking made tweets about fucking little kids and shit? Yeah, we ain't forgot about that shit, bitch. And if that comes out to be true that you out here doing this bullshit, fuck you, nigga. Batman does not approve. Batman does not approve. Bitch ass nigga. Let me find out you out here touching on some. You out here a child sniper. I got some things to say about you, fucking sick beast.
Via. Oh yeah, that totally justifies putting her in charge of a $200 million superhero blockbuster.
Jesus.
You're seriously telling me you couldn't find anyone better qualified for this job than a failed actress who aged out of the industry with precisely one screenwriting credit to her name? Fuck off, James Gunn.
I swear to
Honestly,
God.
I'm surprised you didn't cast your own wife in this just so you could watch her get railed by Lobo. Then there's Kara herself.
Yeah, because Peacemaker season 2. What the ass? Yeah, that nigga James got a fetish for watching. That nigga probably was brick hard watching John Cena kiss his wife. Crazy. He's on that Diddy shit.
Based on the not particularly popular Tom King run of comic books, which helpfully ignore half a century of character development to paint Kara as a cringy punk rock anti-hero.
I hate this!
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised, to be honest. That
I actually like the
cameo
comic.
she got at the end of Superman already told us what kind of an annoying arsehole she was gonna be.
Thanks for watching him, bitch!
I hate.
Yeah, she didn't have to be like that. I like the comic. I don't know. He's tripping.
so much about the things that you choose to be.
Not since the Marvels have I liked a main character less than this one. There's this weird feeling of mild desperation throughout the whole movie where they're trying so hard not to make her a Mary Sue that she just comes across as an annoying bitch who doesn't care about anything or anyone but herself. You know, the kind of girl who flips the bird with a mildly pissed off expression in every single picture she ever takes because she really needs you to know how much cooler she is than you. Well, that's basically Kara in this movie. It's horseshoe theory projected onto characterization, where going far enough away from something ends up looping you right back to where you started.
The fight scenes are awful.
An insufferable arsehole. They're trying so hard to paint her as this jaded, cynical, world-weary pragmatist who's tried and failed to be a hero and just wants to be left alone now, but it doesn't fucking work because she's like 23 years old. This is the kind of thing you do with a 50-year-old man, not some young girl who's just starting out. Like, how the fuck can you have a life of regrets when you've barely even lived a life to begin with? If they had to do some kind of anti-hero arc with her, they should have made her this rebellious, energetic, loose cannon who acts first and thinks later, convinced that she can help everyone, only to discover real life is more complicated than just punching the bad guy. You have to show us the fall so that we can cheer for the rise.
Right, like, what did we learn? We didn't learn nothing. She didn't learn nothing about herself, and she just comes back after all that shit that happened, and her killing Krim, contradicting herself after telling fucking Rufy the revenge is not the option, and that it'll destroy her and stuff. But then she goes ahead and stabs Krim twice and says, "This is for my dog." You was just telling this girl that don't kill based off revenge. This is what I'm talking about. What kind of writing in this is this shit? And James allowed this shit. If I was a studio head and I seen this movie, and first of all, I wouldn't even let it get to the movie. If I would have seen the movie, I would have been like, all right, delay this shit, reshoots. We probably can't even save the fucking set design and like that. We can maybe do something about the character design, but reshoots, nigga. Change this shit up. This is bad. And I just can't believe they allowed this.
For all the hype and controversy swirling around it, Supergirl is nothing but a depressingly bleak, horrible-looking, uninspired, generic superhero movie whose only USP turns out to be its biggest weakness.
Yeah.
Yes, young women really can be messy, self-absorbed failures, but here's the thing this movie doesn't really get. They probably shouldn't. It's a movie that no one seemed particularly excited for, pushing a character no one cares about in a cinematic universe that's barely started but already seems to be in its death throes. And well, Supergirl is nothing but another nail in the coffin. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Yep.
Go away now.
Go away now. Yeah, he's pretty much summed it up. I mean, yeah. That is it, my brother. He is not wrong. I don't know what the fuck is going on. DC better get it together. They better get it together. I'm telling you, because I can only take so much. And I'm trying to give these motherfuckers a chance. Really trying to. 3 strikes you out. Superman is I think I consider that a strike. Supergirl is a fucking strike to the highest level. Lanterns, I don't like the way that looks already. And I don't like the suit design or the fucking the display of power already. I didn't like what they did with the Green Lantern's energy in the first Superman movie. So, and they're doing the same shit with this, looks like, with fucking Hal Jordan hanging his fucking Green Lantern suit in a closet. He's hanging it in a closet. And nobody seems to have a reaction to this shit because they're doing the Earth 2 versions because they're trying to do those suits. I should have expected this when I seen Guy Gardner and Superman in his suit. That suit, man, it pisses me off even more I think about it because there's so much potential. The castings are great. It's just the way they're handling everything else is just, oh my God, it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. I'm supposed to sleep on this. I gotta go to school in the morning. That's all I got for y'all today. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that. If you want to check out the merch, God Over Fear, MajinZeno Designs. Check out I'll leave a description down, or leave a link down in the description below. Yeah, don't waste your time seeing this movie. If you do see it, go see it on demand. Wait till it comes on stream or something. Don't go waste your money on that shit. That's all I got for y'all. I will catch you wombats later. Goodbye.